This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of an on-site shed building company? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, founder Edwin Miller with SE Yard Solutions. Edwin, it's great to have you on the show today. Now, we are so excited to learn more about you and your business. So go ahead and tell us a little bit more about your journey and your business overall.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me, Yvette. I really appreciate the opportunity to come on and just kind of tell people, the people around our market, about what we do and what we offer. So I've been building sheds for well over a decade. I've actually had the privilege of learning the woodworking and carpentry skills from both my grandpa and my dad. So I'm a third generation carpenter, where we really put an emphasis on taking pride in the work that we do and providing our customers with something that will actually look good, is practical, and it has some of the best value that they can find on the market. I started SE Yard Solutions back in 2018. We were looking at doing more fence work and stuff, and it only took me about one summer to realize I didn't really want to build fences here in the DFW area with the cliche that we've got. And I'd been building sheds, so I was like, I'd rather stay on top of the ground instead of try to bury stuff. So that's how we ended up here building sheds. So.
Wow, pretty cool story. So, in your industry today, I don't know much about the shed building industry, but is there a common question that you get about your industry and what it takes to build these sheds?
No, not. I don't. There's not, I guess, like a common thread. I mean, a lot of people will end up going to a big box store to get their products, right? So Home Depot or Lowe's. I've actually installed. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I've probably installed over 1,500 sheds across the DFW, well, North Texas area, really, over the last decade. And most of those have been for the vendor that sells through Lowe's. And I also installed for Tough Shed. I actually worked for Tough Shed as an employee. I was a superintendent for their factory out of Hutchins. And
Wow.
It really depends on the contractor that shows up to your job as far as what kind of quality, how it's going to look. Tough Shed tends to have a better quality shed overall than what you can find at Lowe's for the most part. The main company, Heartland Backyard Products, that sells through Lowe's, that's owned by a private equity firm. And so, they're doing what private equity firms do, really looking to increase margins, right? And when you're in a commodity style business like sheds, there's only so much that you can squeeze out of the shed before the quality starts really deteriorating, because you're trying to squeeze as much efficiency as possible. And so that's kind of where we end up, like, we're really efficient. We try to be really efficient and have minimal amounts of waste, but doing a shed properly and actually building it the way that is going to provide the longest lifespan for your shed it takes a little bit more time. And the materials, like when you assemble it correctly in the proper order, and you actually use the lumber in the way it was intended to, like for example, you have OSB boards. The strands need to run across. If you're putting them on a roof, those strands need to run across your rafters. You don't want to run them up and down the same way as your rafters, because your roof is it could literally fall through a roof. And I've built sheds like that, where the products, like if I got up on a roof and didn't watch where I stepped with a bundle of shingles on my shoulder, I would have gone through the roof. It's a brand new shed,
Wow.
right? And so there's just simple little things, actually using a quality lumber, using longer pieces of wood so we don't have as many splices, makes your wall stronger. A lot of people, the biggest thing that we get as far as questions like how we compare to like Tough Shed, one of the things is the floor. Everything starts with your floor. Like if you don't have a good floor, your shed isn't going to hold up. And if you notice on any of the Tough Sheds, they really promote their metal flooring. The problem is that those those what they use for a metal joist, they're actually a stud. They're designed to run vertically, not horizontally. And what ends up happening is you have to then block each individual joist, and it takes more time. They're not as strong. And you can even see this because if you go to any Home Depot, because not all Home Depots have big displays, but they're bigger displays like 16 wide buildings, they don't use a metal floor because they're not strong enough. And a lot of people mistaken that those are better, and it's like, well, not really. So there's just a lot, like there's not enough information out there about it. People just think big box stores and that they're gonna hold them to it, but the problem is the big box stores, the only thing the big box stores can do, because they don't actually own the shed companies, is try and they're more like a vendor to them, hold them accountable. So you may or may not have a good experience with them.
So Edwin, we're going to go ahead and switch gears here. Now, we do know that marketing is the heart of every business. So ideally, who are you looking to attract, and how are you attracting them?
So really, anybody that has space in their yard and is currently renting a storage unit.
Simple as that, huh?
I mean, that, or maybe you need to get your garage back so you can park your vehicles inside. I mean, really, homeowners that need an affordable, quality structure to store items in.
Well, Edwin, you have a lot of great information to share today. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast for the business before?
Not necessarily for the shed business. More or less some of the other things that I'm interested in, such as economics and what money actually is.
Well, I definitely suggest you think about it because you got a lot of great information to share. Now, diving deeper into your business here, at the core of your business, what are 3 things that your business represents? 3 core values.
Yeah. So number 1, SE, that stands for creating a standard of excellence. So that really is kind of the tagline that we use, and that runs through our business. How can we create a standard of excellence in every single category, from the product we put out to the interactions our customers have with us, how we interact with them. So that's one. That's really first and foremost where we go, right? And so going along with creating a standard of excellence is being safe, right? So actually, like, not going overboard and being afraid that something terrible is going to happen, but actually like being sensible about what we're doing and how we go about, having we want a safe workspace. Like, if we're out in someone's yard, we don't want something to fall over and a dog or a kid get hurt, right? Like, so just sensible, right? Safety. And then just efficiency, right? Really being efficient, cleaning up after us, like making sure we leave the job site clean. The only thing really different is there's shed in the yard, and we didn't take 2 weeks to build it. We got in and got out, and they've got a good product that will last them for years.
So Edwin, we've gone over some fantastic information, learned a lot more about you, your business, what you do, the heart behind your company. But, where can our listeners go to learn more about SE Yard Solutions?
So I have a YouTube channel. If you want to look at our build process, you can go to our YouTube channel, Shed Expert. You can go to our website, www.seyardsolutions.com. You can follow us on Facebook. Those are really going to be the 3 main areas to go. I mean, we have an Instagram page. I don't personally do a whole lot with that one. I'm on X. I don't really do a whole lot on X other than really look at things, but I'm on there at, I believe my username is Liberty Patriot, TX Liberty Patriot, something like that. I don't even know my username, but I use it quite a bit frequently at this point, just to gain information. I don't really post a whole lot.
Well, Edwin, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity, Sophie.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com, or call 469 221 9345.